So you've become a manager. Congratulations. What have you gotten yourself into? Well, maybe I can help. How did you get the job? Have you been pursuing the opportunity for some time? Were you asked to fill in because another manager left? Whatever the circumstances, the first thing you need to do is recognize that this is a completely different role and things are about to change. I'm going to help you gracefully take that on and quickly dive into management. This is the first installment in a series on becoming an effective engineering manager. I'm going to try not to impose my own management philosophies too much because I want to provide a generic framework that you can insert your own philosophies into. But fair warning, my beliefs will probably come out from time to time. So let's get something out straight away. If you've been asked to manage a team but don't want to do it, don't do it. Decline the position. You'll become a bad manager and you'll bring down your team. You might think that you're doing your company a favor by taking on the role, but if you're not fully committed, respectfully decline the opportunity. This doesn't mean that you have to be 100% sure that you want to be a manager permanently forever in order to attempt it. Admittedly, the transition is hard, and often the only way to know whether or not you want to be a manager is to try it out. I have seen many managers take a shot at it and decide to go back to being an individual contributor, and that's totally fine. If you want to know what it's like to be a manager, you do have to be willing to fully commit. My own introduction into management came when I had been working as a software engineer for an ad tech company. We were less than 25 people when I joined, and the company had tripled or quadrupled in size in the course of a year. I had introduced some agile concepts to the team and helped us start executing at a regular cadence. And then one day my manager came to me and asked me if I wanted to manage the team. Sure, I said. It couldn't be much more than what I was already doing, I thought. And in my perception, it often seemed like managers didn't do that much anyway. But I was in for a rude awakening. Some of my peers weren't happy that I had been asked to manage the team instead of them. Then my direct reports started coming to me with problems. Not technical problems, which I could clearly attack and resolve, but muddy, ambiguous people problems. Things they hadn't vocalized in our stand-ups or retrospectives. I also suddenly realized that the things I wanted my own manager to fix were now my responsibility. I needed to get everyone moving forward with a sense of urgency. I needed to encourage the people who were moving slowly due to a sense of perfectionism to deliver quickly. And I had to get the people who were moving too quickly to spend more time thinking about quality. And I had to do all of this while facing imposter syndrome and being worried that I wasn't ready to be a manager anyway. I was often intimidated by some of my colleagues at stand-ups and other meetings and needed to figure out a way to get over that quickly. So the adage, fake it till you make it, comes into play there. Pretend to be confident and dive right in. In the beginning, I underestimated the ratio of time that I needed to spend managing versus coding, and this was a serious impediment to my ability to run the team. If you're at a larger company, your transition into management might be more supported. You might be able to give up coding altogether right away. Maybe you're running a completely different team than the one that you were contributing on. Or maybe the company has an expectation that you can stop coding and start managing. Maybe your company even has management training. If any of this exists, take full advantage of it. The quicker that you can transform, the sooner you'll be able to unlock the full potential of your team. And that was the reason you became a manager, right? You believed that you understand what engineers need, that you know how to build software and motivate teams to execute so that you can get the team to deliver in a way that surprises even them. Whatever your motivation is, make sure that you understand it. Many people get into management because they think it's the only way to move up, and organizations fail to choose the right manager 82% of the time. So don't let that be you. If you want to be in the 18% of effective managers, understanding your own motivation is critical. In my case, when I started at the company, I saw a team of engineers who would show up and work on whatever they wanted to work on. That is until the founder would walk by and say, "Wouldn't it be cool if we could do X?" I wanted to create an environment where we had a clear execution plan and delivered a new release every 2 or 3 weeks. I wanted to take a long-term plan, guarantee that we could ship it, and then break it into smaller pieces for the team to work on. I wanted to run a team that shipped more features than expected for a team of its size. This was my motivation. Obviously, I had a lot to learn, and I didn't know a lot about people management yet. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The first step to becoming a successful manager is being committed to running a team and prioritizing that over all other activities. To do that, you'll need to think about how you manage your time and be ready to become a conduit for information. You don't have to fully know what it means to be a manager yet, but you've undoubtedly picked up something along the way, or you wouldn't be in this position now. So leverage what you do know and open your ears to those around you. In the next video, we'll cover first moves as a new manager and talk about leveraging the environment around you to learn as much as possible. So please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when the next installment in this series comes out. I'm Simon Peck. I manage people and build software engineering teams, and I'll see you soon.